What is this cold, dark place? What did we do wrong? We're trying so hard. Try flicking the switches or tidying some messes. Okay, that's unusual. A phone box in the room? Let's just keep focused. That phone box is a red herring. Look, it's obvious, it's literally red. Oh, I do love that elephant. It's getting bigger and bigger. Okay. It's got Hannah's name on the jumper. She's knitted it with no face. Hannah, perhaps you are a bad person after all. Perhaps she's the evil here. What's this? A crow, or is it a raven? I mean, I don't want to worry you all, but crows symbolize death, danger. It's a letter. What's it saying? Congratulations, you're going to be exhibiting at Thought Bubble Comic Convention. Your artist application has been successful. We cannot wait to see you in November. Your biggest fans, Team Thought Bubble. I mean, that's nice, but I don't think she should go. There's a lot going on that she needs to sort out in her flat. Like keeping those monsters away. Oh my god. What is that? There's a tape across the door. We're stuck in the room. It's probably for the best. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Going out, seeing people, that's so 2019. Let's just stay in here, or at least in the flat, and we can make toast. What's that? Did you just see it fly under the door? It's a card. What does it say? Oh man, Ash is such a loser. Look at those heart symbols, so lame. And what are those other weird symbols? I don't think Hannah loves Ash. I'm saying it, I've called it. She needs to ditch them, right? I know what. Let's call up Ash and ditch them. Or text them. So you don't have to talk. Yeah. Or just ignore them. There's nothing wrong with ghosting from time to time. But let's flick some switches first, right? What should we do with the scissors? Let's get out of here and dump Ash. Yes, let's dump their ass. We don't need them. Another card. Let's check this out. So, we need to keep that person safe because if they come in here, they get hurt by the monsters. You see those symbols? Ignore them. They won't help. So, if Banya knocks on the door, we'll ignore them, but flick some switches to make sure they're safe, right? Okay, cool. We've got this. Come on, let's ditch Ash, then we can just go to bed and sleep. Or put the disco music on? Ignore the phone box, it's not going to help us. The switch thing works, doesn't it? I think it looks like Hannah is a bad person. She is the enemy. This is such a clever game. We thought that she was a hero, but she's the enemy. Okay, now I get it. Let's ditch Ash to save them from Hannah. And flick the switches so we're all safe from Hannah. Cool.
I'm sorry, the number you dialed is no longer in operation. Please dial the new number. Repeat, please dial the new number.
I know it might not feel like this right now, but there are treatments that are effective for OCD. You can get better. This doesn't have to be a life sentence. OCD thoughts can be utterly overwhelming, and it can feel like you have no space in your head for anything else. But there are treatments that work, and people who can help you recover. I understand that these thoughts might make you feel like you're a bad person, but you don't choose those thoughts. They're part of your OCD and they're not part of you. These thoughts aren't your fault, and you deserve support to help you recover.
That's enough of that now. I do not want to listen to that anymore. Oh, wow. I like that the colours come back. It's, less creepy.
When Luna talks about the intrusion of becoming whispers, that's exactly what we kind of, would expect within OCD treatment. So the aim is never to get rid of the intrusive thoughts at all. It's to change the meaning that we attach to them and the interpretation of those thoughts. And once we do that, those thoughts can be there, they can be in the background. And naturally over time, that paradox occurs where they do just become a whisper.
The comfort zone is a huge lie by OCD, that you've somehow been convinced that you're comfortable because you're feeling anxiety. It doesn't make much sense to me. Surely, I think there's that saying, life begins outside of your comfort zone, and that applies to everything.
The other thing about rituals is that they're often fake friends. So they promise people, if you do this ritual, I will make you more comfortable, or I will make you more safe. And actually they don't do that at all. They just maintain the sense of threat. So they promise a lot and deliver very little. It's a fake kind of comfort, really.
So the one thing we shouldn't do is put a split in services, and particularly my own profession of psychiatry, we put a split at the age of 18. So if you first develop your OCD at the age of 16, even if you get a diagnosis, you'll be picked up for 2 years by a child and adolescent mental health service. And then it's a rather chancy affair as to whether you'll be picked up seamlessly by an adult service.
How do we deal with such a debilitating disorder? And I think key is having initiatives to increase awareness. I think in schools, when I was a kid, I never knew what it was. I was 8 years old and I was touching door frames every night. I was turning lights on and off like a disco in my house.
For me, the most important thing for people with OCD now would be timely access to good quality treatment.
We also need to make sure we train enough professionals in offering these treatments, because at the moment the problem is that up to 50 or 70% of people that get referred to treatment get the wrong treatment, and that's due to lack of training among mental health professionals, because there are very few people that are properly trained in treating OCD using cognitive behavior therapy.
One of the really rewarding things about working in this area is that on a daily basis we see people getting significantly better or completely better, and it's entirely possible to do. We've got some really great treatments. The therapy works really, really well, and if you put effort into it and really push yourself, you can make huge progress with this.
Luna is obsessed with the flying woman because she recognizes a freedom in what this person is doing and a liberation in what this person is doing. And if there's anything that Luna is dying for at the start of the story, it's freedom and liberation. Obviously, it's from her own mind. And she soon discovers that the flying woman is looking for the exact same thing. That for some reason flying has stuck in her craw as a possible answer to her own mental struggles. And there is something just so kind of iconically and symbolically liberating and freeing about flight, right? It's how we look to birds and how we use airplanes and all of these things, and Superman and all of these kind of comic book things that we've seen in iconography. It speaks to an ability to be free from the shackles of gravity and reality in a way.
And for Luna to be able to take that leap, both, metaphorically and literally, is a huge moment for her. And the joy and the exhilaration that she feels when, she can experience that is a beautiful thing.
The biggest bit of advice that I would give to somebody experiencing OCD or somebody who thinks they might have OCD, I think just speaking about it and finding people who understand and who don't react in the way that you think they're going to react to any intrusive thought you might tell them can genuinely be life-changing.
Best piece of advice I can give to someone with OCD is that OCD, like anxiety, is a wave. It goes up, but it has to come down. So ride out the hardest part of it, even as tough as it is, because it does come down. And the more you work on your recovery, those waves get smaller and smaller, and recovery is inevitable at the end of it if you put the work in and look after yourself.
When you get the right and proper help and you surround yourself by the people that love and care about you, you can rebuild yourself. And one thing I've had to learn to realize is that I'm not going to wake up one day and suddenly be happy. That's not how happiness works. Happiness is a skill I've had to work on.
I feel like over time I've been able to navigate through it. And it's just a case of giving yourself compassion and just making space for those uncomfortable feelings, because there is no end goal to be fully healed or resolved. I feel like that's a bit unrealistic. I think that's the beauty of life, kind of navigating through a journey.
What was that about destroying the comfort zone? Where is your comfort zone? It's Ash. Get rid of Ash and your mum and your friends. You don't need any of them. You will ruin their lives. The only way to keep them safe is to ignore them and keep them out of your life. Ah, yes. Okay, back in the kitchen. So I'm going to make more toast. That the alarm might go off, but we know now what to do. Look! Another bird, an eagle. I think we can put this in the bin. Okay, peanuts. So we can eat those rather than the toast, I guess. Yeah? That's not good. Let's get back in the bedroom and have a sleep. Let's keep focused and we can play something else soon. We can do it here. We don't have to leave. Oh my god, we don't need to feed that elephant anymore. It's getting bigger. That's dangerous. You're destroying the comfy place. Stop it and get back to the switches. We know that works. Can you just stop that? Flick the switch. Dump Ash. Tidy up that mess. Flick the switch. Dump Ash. Tidy up that mess. Flick the switch. Dump Ash. Tidy up that mess. That trapdoor is going to be, well, a trap. We need to stay away from trapdoors. Don't do... Hey, Taika Orchid. This is Hana. Thank you for traveling with me. I know you've been trying to keep me safe, but I'm not listening to you anymore. This might not be goodbye forever. I may hear your voice again, but my voice will be louder from now on. You are now a whisper. Don't be scared. I'm going outside now. Mum, Ash, Ness, Banya, my comics, and my life. They're all waiting for me. Goodbye.
Alone. Loneliness corrodes like acid fluid. Sinking while you're playing happy tunes. Struggling to make another move. Nothing seems to put you in the mood. Smoking to forget you got the blues. People seem as shallow as a wound. Never thought that this would be the truth. Sadness spreads in you like the flu. Tears soak a pillow full of sea salt. You were once the buzz to the bee hut. Rarely seems you lost what you need most. Time alone is harder than a beach rock. Have another coin toss, cash all your chips up, break all you built up, fill the space with liquor. Life is a teacher, sometimes we can't keep up. Right now you wanna give up, you're someone let that beat up. 'Cause you are made tough, show them what you made up. Breathe deep, chill up. Live up, no follow. Live up, no follow. Move with your soul. Move with your soul. No matter what they say. Live up, no follow. No matter what they say. Move with your soul. Live up, no follow. We always live up my rules. Stick my neck out to get close. Trust my gut, then follow. Instincts never let me go. I've come to terms with my goals. Spit more truth in my posts. Say real things through my jokes.
It's so important for people who have lived experience of OCD and other mental illness to read a story about somebody like themselves and what the experiences are and how they navigate that and how they get through that. It's complicated, and it's uplifting, I think, as well. And that's, I think, the beauty of the story and what Chris and Martine have been able to achieve.
Thanks again for playing the game, and don't forget to pick up the comic books to find out what happens in Luna's story.
For me, in the story, flying is a form of relief or freedom for the main characters. In my life, what I look for in terms of relief or freedom is not happiness, but peace of mind, real peace of mind. Peace of mind is very important to me, and it's something I'm always striving for. And I hope that by playing this game or reading our story, it helps you find some peace of mind as well.